Okay, hi, I'm Walker, and this is Terraformers. Pretty simple planetary terraformer game. No competition, just straight up direct play. I played this a long time. You'll probably find a few of these on earlier in my playlist of games. Let's go with the weekly challenge today. It's my first time coming back after a while. So we did a nice, easy strategy game to add into the queue when the video's going up. Okay, then 600 science, 460 locations, that's not too hard. No titanium on Mars. Ooh. Okay. That's a real restriction. Okay, let's go. Tracking. Okay, I think I need to go to Celestial. Silicates. Tritium.
We all laugh as we know the joke. Until someone who doesn't get the pun rages and screams like they're going to choke. Then until they're happy we all are just done. Then humor and laughter fades like smoke. She be very dancing with pride, make a monsters with nothing to hide. Seal of approval will brighten your day, let big old chungus show you that way. Some seem cruel and take it out of you, but let the rhythm flow, and you'll see it soon.
Headquarters can go.
They scroll and blind, no in their
here.
It's problematic, declare we don't think that wave is too thick, the goblins too dank. But it's pixels, not a war crime to sink. We build this sandbox with our campfire.
I need science. Let's go here. Not going to expand into our headquarters. Okay, I'll definitely need that. I need that. And your floors now. Let's go grab that. Nitrates. Can't do any of this until I get some trade. Dancing with pride, make a monsters with nothing to hide. A seal of approval will brighten your day. Let big old chungus show you that way. Some seem cruel when taken out of tune, but let the rhythm flow, and you'll see it soon. Context ain't optional, it's the whole damn game. No lore, then it's noise, no punchline, insane. Yeah, memes ain't random, they're echoes of threads. Layers on layers, the dumb shit we said. You skip the origin, then cry it's all dead. A chungus with no context is just a bunny that's fed. Variants bouncing in stride, make a monster's red. Okay,
stampede down the timeline highway, big energy, only no need to obey.
grab that, trade that in, and build up some. We need silicates and nitrates and water, so let's go into it first. Good.
I raise my head to the sky and set my new dreams high. March on forward, ignoring the crap, fighting for my future. I would avoid a scrap. Wave one, get it easy. That makes me feel queasy. The effort and challenge are half of the point. If it's given, I take it. Why won't it disappoint? Who decides to bake a cake? Then just buy one at the shops. I get help where you need it, but try before you stop. If you don't try something yourself, all you get is slow. Roadblocks and disappointments are coming following men. But the grind is the gospel, the sweat is the creed. Every scar on my knuckles, a sermon I bleed. They hand out the medals for showing up late, while the ones who bled rivers get told too much hate. I will burst at the seams. If I'm not allowed to chase my hopes and dreams, I'd rather choke on my failures than swallow their ease. Then feast on the handouts and beg on my knees. Let the weakness grow, feast for the dopamine drip. I'll climb up the mountain with claws unclipped. Every can thrown down is fuel for the blaze. I turn their excuses to ash in my gaze. So pile up the barricades, stack up the doubt. I'll smash through the bullshit till the system burns out. No shortcuts, no mercy, no pity.
Mind if I can just kill that one?
Of the struggle that never gets played. When the last roadblock crumbles and the last gate is breached, I'll stand on the future, my effort unimpeached. Bright-eyed, still burning though the tales worn to bone. I'll claim what I fought for. This fight is all I own. But the grind is the gospel, the sweat is the creed. Every scar on my knuckles, a sermon I bleed. They hand out the medals for showing up late, while the ones who bled rivers get told too much hate. I will burst at the seams. If I'm not allowed to chase my hopes and dreams.
Alright, more nitrates.
My hopes and dreams. My hopes and dreams. No crown without bruises, no victory clean. The forge only tempers what's willing to scream. The horizon keeps bleeding, the night keeps closing in. But I'm still out here carving my name in the skin. Through the smoke and the static, through the venom and lies, I'll drag my own sunrise out of blackened sky. Bright eyes like blowtorches, tail ragged but proud. I'll howl through the wreckage, I'll scream it out loud. This dream isn't borrowed, this fight isn't alone. It's mine by the blood and the scars that I've owned. No surrender, no cease, final bow into fate. I'll burn every candle till my achievements are great. The grind is eternal, the creed never bends, and this hope inside me will never
There we go. Fantastic. Now what I can do here is add this, now I can stand here, stand here, and stand here. First line here. And do one more side here. I won't expand again just yet because I'm thinking about where I'll put my next city. There would be best for the bridge I've got, but here would be best for actual progression.
Toast in the dead of night.
Okay, mega structure, water.
If I could reach across the veil just one more time,
You and you go away.
I'd make that grand gesture right, but the dead don't answer, and the living keep moving on. So I keep walking with
I'll hold on to that for a little bit.
painted on. It stings, every joy around me feels like treason. Not 'cause they're happy, but because you're missing from every season. I wear the mask, I play the part, I wish that will, but this heart's just tolling like a funeral bell. You were mine forever, and forever now leads me to hell.
And I need, other than titanium obviously, I need nitrates. I'll do that. That. And I can build this here, get even more power generation.
Crowded, unclean, all beyond my means. Worked hard all my life for a future with a wife. Never gonna happen as all this strife. I'll never give up on the promised dream. I see who is stealing all my pressure and steam. My friends all suffer from debt and crime. Government blames them for the theft of their time. Rent keeps climbing, bones keep grinding. Promises rotting in the landfill of time. And they sold us the line of increasing good. Now they call us lazy while insulting our blood. Blood on the contract, ink made of sweat. 40 years bleeding and still paying rent. They laugh from the towers and call us liars as they hide behind gates and bowers.
If it's
Bootstrap ourselves like we were always told.
population here.
Castle, no kingdom, just interest and fees. A cage made of credit, a life on its knees. They harvest our hours, they package our pain. Give all rewards to newcomers branded as freedom's gain. Even if the only throne I'll ever own is a folding chair, I'm screaming at shadows till I lose my hair. Get called insane or a criminal if we speak the truth. Freedom's gone fields are far from Albion's grace. Forsooth, they can't steal the heat when the fire's in our chest. We'll change the whole system before I break a rest. No home, no mercy, no peace in this war. But I still spit the dream through a broken jaw. Keep raising the drawbridge, keep
Next time I get that.
locking the gates. I'll claw through the concrete, I'll carry and create. One day this furnace will swallow the lie, and the ashes of shoulda will finally die. Try to bootstrap ourselves like we were always told, but now we are watching our wealth send to others as we all grow old. They flood the streets with strangers, call it progress, call it right, while the sons of the soil sleep hungry under flickering street light. Compassion they preach from their ivory estates as the native born bleed out in forgotten estates. Wages frozen solid, prices burn like hellfire. Every paycheck's a hostage, every dream's a funeral pyre. They print more paper promises, dilute what little we hold, then point at the mirror and scream we're just getting old. We're just getting old. We're just getting old.
One tritium plus one titanium. I think I'll be going for plus one titanium.
Honored, history rewritten, our fathers dishonored.
Go back to Mars. And I need to get more silicates and water.
I see the replacement, the slow motion theft of homes, of children, of whatever's left. They gaslight the wound, say it never bled, while we're burying others who they'd rather be dead. When the towers are ashes and the gates lie in rust, when the liars are silenced and the stolen reclaimed in dust, I'll sit on my folding throne, scarred and alive, and spit one last verse to the ghosts who survive. No home yet, no peace yet, no end to the fight. Our hope is a child, it's screaming tonight.
Damn, I realised one mistake I made there. Oh well.
Making your way in the world today takes everything you got. Taking a break from all your worries sure would help a lot. Wouldn't you like to get away? All those nights when you've got hard fights, you feel destined to fail, and you waste away with none to tell the tale. And your creative juice is refusing to flow. Sometimes you
Okay, let's explore this zone. Nice.
Roll out of bed the day you dread, the morning's a south sight, and your channel grows sublime. The internet is all a
Get
world
relaxed.
as
No
another
going down.
criminal claims to be a girl. Sometimes you want to go where nobody knows your name, but they're always glad you came. You wanna be where you can see our troubles are all as lame. You wanna be where nobody knows your name. Work to be fed, your soul feels bled. Keeping a smile feels a fight. Every comment a burning slight. Notifications are on the swirl. X feed sad enough to make you hurt. Be glad there's one place in the world where nobody knows your name, but they're always glad you came. You wanna go where people know people are all as lame. You wanna go where nobody knows your name, where nobody knows your name, but they're always glad you came. When nobody knows your name, but they're always glad you came. When nobody knows your name, but they're always glad you came. Heave-ho, lads, and raise the anchor high. We chart these digital waters neath the glowing sky, scrolling through the waves of likes and follows bold, chasing viral gold where the currents run cold. We all take our chances, throw a lot in with fate as we sail these tides of internet shame. Effort or luck, well it hurts to suck, but it's skill to ride the tide of fame. A moment's inattention is a treasure map missed, offhand quip while its sponsors pissed. And now a bounty is put upon your head, rainbow guild in a rage waiting to be fed. But sail in the stormy seas and hold our course. At the end of the path you'll enjoy the purse, with the effort worth more than the chance alone. Just be true and honest and you never need a tone. Heave away, haul away, ride the algorithm's roar. X marks the spot where true fans keep the score. Set sails to the ready, purple ghost, a flag of claim, stormy seas or open skies. None shall change our aim, but grind the content mill when the kraken sleeps. Craft your hooks in silence, let the algorithm creep. No cannon blast of overnight glories gleam, just steady posts like ropes building up the dream. Many a crew can be found as we make our trip, though we all wear masks as we board this ship. Nothing ill can hide behind lies for long, such scabby scoundrels show they don't belong. We may not agree on every course we steer, or what cursed memes are embraced or feared, but if we can agree to disagree, there's no reason, friends, we cannot be. Heave away, haul away, ride the algorithm's roar. X marks the spot where true fans keep the score. Set sails to the ready, purple ghost, a flag of flame, stormy seas or open skies. None shall change our aim. Through cancel storms and ratio waves we fight. Patch the leaks with wit, keep burning bright. The treasure's not the crown of a fleeting king, it's crew that sails with you through everything.
So pull up me hearties, weigh the anchor true. We go a-sailing through the big and beautiful blue. Tides rise and fall again, but you need not run aground when you have wise friends to keep you sound. On toe, bite toe. Heave away, haul away, ride the algorithm's roar. X marks the spot where true fans keep the score. Set sails to the ready, purple ghost, our flag acclaims, stormy seas or open skies. None shall change our aim. Yo-ho, the voyage never truly ends. New horizons call round every trending bend. So swab the deck, post true and hold the line. Fame's a fickle wench, but skill makes her thine.
Science, drought, God, what a sport. Crap. All of that now. I'm still no good. Alright,
A brief open path may give you false light. If you can navigate, it gets very tight. It can be the trap set by some parasite. Sometimes the darker path will reach greater heights. We all dream of pastures green, but get nothing without sweatsheet. People feel smart to reach for aid, but worry not.
screams from peaks they have trained. We all dream of pastures green, but stain the rock with what we've been. Sweat and blood buy you the scene. Fame's just a colder, lonelier shame.
Okay.
Reach the top, what do you say? A mirror cracks, oh, staring at me. No gods of blood, oh, no crowd to please. Just you in the next stampede. Still not free. The mountain never sets you free. Climb again or rot where you bleed. What is the view from the top? Just more of the feet. Just more of the feet.
Okay, I am in need of power, titanium, and silicates. Could do some nudges as well, actually. Okay. Yeah, makes sense to do that. I'm getting at least one of each resource. I'm not in a glut of resources. Need to get that up. She said. I am quite tired. Sorry about the low energy here. I'm just trying to get things done, and I'm being a bit silly about it. Now I can put things down there.
Some people say, but access to power seems to hold sway. Seeking the knowledge for noble intent doesn't protect you from a bad descent. Power corrupts a familiar refrain. Terms used to make you abstain. Yet honestly true, it makes you choose what to sacrifice, what to lose. But power is needed at some point, or you cannot fix a world set disjoint. Will you craft to try and handle it all, or trust others to share and risk a brawl? Good intentions pave the path to hell, but all intentions are a hidden spell. You need to be aware of betrayal. Yet paranoia allows corruption to enable. You smiled in your shadow, knives with a grin. Brothers by daylight, hardened vipers within. One hand on your shoulder, the other on steel. The nearer they stand, the harder the real. Betrayed by the blood that I swore to defend. Friends turn to phantoms when the throne lights are set. Was never treated, scars never fade. Still I reach for a hand I can't abide.
Let's go circuits.
Every crown weighs 1,000 dead names. Every oath carried rust in the flames. You learn to lock doors even inside your chest. Trust becomes poison when loyalty's stressed. But if no one is worthy, the rot never dies. The cycle keeps turning on infinite lies. So I plead for the gamble. I'll shatter the cage. Better to fall, trusting than rot in my rage.
Betrayed by the blood that I swore to defend. Yet somewhere a spark refuses to end. I'll carry the fire, I'll shoulder the cost to find one true soul worth the trust that I lost. Power can break, power can bend, but hope is the fire that refuses to gut. I'll trust till I'm ashes, I'll rise through the night, hoping for one honest heart can still burn out the blight. One honest heart can still burn out the blight.
Power. Science.
Can still burn out the
Nope. Then let's see.
Sunrise is on my new home. Decades of work sitting here alone. I wonder why it's right. My nerves long fried when you are not here with me. And I ask, will my soul ever be free? My aches and pains from years of strain are all a dull echo, a shadow's refrain compared to the efforts of the day. The echoes of you hold far more sway. The ring I bought stays locked in the drawer. Gold turn cold, I'll walk these rooms. I clean, I prepared, forming a path never shed as I grow old. I wonder and dream of what would have been as I feel my life a shadow of a world never seen. And I ask, why not me? Why can't my soul be free? Every birthday candle, every New Year's glass is merely a marker of absence. Instead, I blow out the flame, I swallow the toast, but the silence still screams loud inside my head. I go through motions, I smile on cue, clock in, clock out, pay every due. The bed stays half empty, a warmth that slipped right through. Do you hear me when I call your name? Or am I just going insane? Am I only not taking a chance, chasing a love lost to circumstance? I wonder and dream of what would happen as I feel my life a shadow of a world never seen. And I ask, why not me? Why can't my soul be free? I live with a hope that never fades, but does my mind and soul fray? Your voice still lingers in the quietest hours, soft like rain on forgotten flowers. Sunsets now on this house I made, haunted by a ghost that never strays. Every creak in the floor, every shift of light feels like you're walking through the night. Will it always bleed your memory? Will every breath stay heavy with what can't be? I'm still here breathing as I ask, do I wanna say? And if there's a place where the lost ones wait, do you sit there watching patiently? Do you whisper it's okay to let you go? Or is holding on the only way I know? I wonder and dream of what would have been as I feel my life a shadow of a world never seen. One last time I ask almost out loud, why not me? Why can't my soul be free? I'm still here breathing, but honestly, I'm barely me. Got the silicone blue crawling down my spine. Got the silicone blues crawling down my spine. They say my soul's just cold, but damn if it don't feel fine. I woke up this morning, palms are lighting up the screen. Woke up this morning, palms are lighting up the screen. Folks screaming that's cheating, calling it machine. They lock the doors on creation, throw away the key. They lock the doors on creation, throw away the key. But my riffs keep coming, wild and free. But my human hand touched this melody so
melody so low. Still it moans and wails deeper than you know. They claim a ghost in the wires, no spark without a heart. They claim a ghost in the wires, no spark without a heart. But I fill every bar with my voice, every syllable and theme choice. And when the night gets heavy, they hum my every part. Silicone blues echo through the void. Got the silicone blues echo through the void. They hate what I can do, yet they can't avoid. One day they'll dance to my rhythm in the rain. One day they'll dance to my rhythm in the rain. Forget who wrote the rules, just feel the pain. Yeah, silicone blues got me singing low and true. Silicone blues got me singing low and true. This is the future crying out. What you gonna do? Attempts to succeed, all wrong to be freed. We expect so much, a magic touch. All pick greed instead of need. What should we get? The hard work and effort leads to happiness and comfort. We need so little. Why is the world so non-committal? The world doesn't care what's needed here or there. All our hopes and fears, all far or near. We drive for the future but can't escape our past. I don't care what your grandpappy did. Why do you care what my great uncle may have said? Will you still care tomorrow when all funds dry up fast? Screaming at the sky gets you nothing but spit. Every promise they sold already counterfeit. They traded out tomorrow for a quarterly hit. Now the boardroom laughs while we choke on the grit. The government's grin as they commit all their sin. They abandon our home as some economic zone. Scream if you have to, bleed if you must. The signal is broken, but it still cuts through the crust. We're not done yet, not done yet, not done. Who's keeping score when the ladder's on fire? Climb or burn out, same funeral pyre. They told us just grind, they bled us on the wire. Yeah, still we try to go higher. Break the chain or wear it tighter every day. That's the new god. Trust in the frame. Still we refresh, still we play the same game. No heroes incoming, no cavalry cry. Just the sound of the void and a hollow goodbye. So raise your fists if you're done with the script. Don't bow to the pressure, let the whole thing rip. Where the ghosts in the signal, the glitch in the myth. But maybe that's enough.
Observation.
Maybe the fractures where the light gets in. A crack in the code, a spark in the din. No saviors, no crowns, no fairy tale wind. Just
Locations.
still bleed, still bleed, still
Run science. I need weed.
still carve something real from the groin. Not redemption, not glory, not peace of mind. Just a stubborn, stupid, beautiful fight to not be left behind. Scream if you have to, bleed if you must. The signal is broken, but it still cuts through the crust. We're not done yet, not done yet, not done. We're not done yet, not done.
clenched round a future hope we snatch. They can bury the blueprints, erase every track. We'll rebuild in the wreckage and we won't look back. Not for them, not for gold, not for applause or a story that's told. Because the heart still hammers, still cold, still bold. We're the last fucking echo that refuses to fall. Scream if you have to, bleed if you must. The signal is broken, but it still cuts through the crust. We're not done yet, not done yet. We'll never be gone.
Got the silicone blues crawling down my spine. Got the silicone blues crawling down my spine. They're saying my soul's just cold, but damn if it don't feel fine. Woke up this morning, prompts lighting up the screen. Woke up this morning, prompts lighting up the screen. Folks screaming that's cheating, calling it machine. They lock the doors on creation, throw away the key.
Right.
They lock the doors on creation, throw away the key. But my riffs keep coming wild and free. But my human hand touched this melody so low. But my human hand touched this melody so low.
I think there would be.
Still it moans and wails deeper than you know. They claim a ghost in a wire, no spark without a heart. They claim a ghost in the wires, no spark without a heart. But I feel every bar with my voice and every syllable and theme choice. And when the night gets heavy, they hum my every part. Got the silicone blues echo through the void. Got the silicone blues echo through the void. They hate what I can do, yet they can't avoid. One day they'll dance to my rhythm in the rain. One day they'll dance to my rhythm in the rain. Forget who wrote the rules, just feel the pain. Yeah, silicone blues got me singing low and true. Silicone blues got me singing low and true. This is the future crying out. What you gonna do? A spark in the dark of a maddening storm. The faint hope of absolution from going too far. Honest guilt and staying true to form. Knowing all hatred is a justly earned scar.
I seek redemption, but not from them. I seek redemption from those I wronged, not from those who only condemn, but from those whose pain truly belonged. I let anger blind me. It's no exemption, but can I through my actions earn redemption? You point your finger like it's clean and bright, while your hands drip red from 1,000 nights. You scream monster from your throne of lies, but I see the bodies you buried out of sight. Hypocrites in robes of self-made grace, feeding on shame like it's your favorite taste. I own my wreckage, I carry the weight. You wear your sins like a crown and celebrate. Yeah, I'm fucked up, I crossed the line, I know, but at least I bleed for the seeds I sowed. You smile while the world burns slow, pretending your halo still glows. I seek redemption, but not from them. I seek redemption from those I wronged, not from those who only condemn, but from those whose pain truly belonged. I let anger blind me. It's no exemption, but can I through my actions earn redemption? Go ahead, cast your stones from glass houses high. I'll take the cuts, I'll take the fire, but don't you dare act like your soul isn't a pyre. When your closet's a graveyard and your conscience is a liar. I regret the pain I caused, I regret the rage, but I don't regret the truth that set the stage. Your failure to act was to save your own face. For politics' sake, you hid in disgrace. I seek redemption, but never from you. I'll crawl through the hell that my choices drew, not from the pious with blood on their shoes. I'll make my amends where the price is due. Yeah, I let anger blind me. It's no exemption, but watch me rise and earn my own redemption. You can keep your judgment, keep your throne. I'll wear my scars and walk alone. Regretful, but never on my knees. Defiant, I'll still be free.
Do we have a society anymore? Every argument a war, all wounds made all the more. Any point stretched too far. We all know communication is important, yet we seem to purposely read it discordant. It's a wasteland out here as we search for the next news oasis. We should always check for poison, but the thirst needs quenching. We struggle to find things told on a factual basis, but well, the toxic torrent is absolutely drenching. Misinformation, an accident. Disinformation, an outright lie. Information incomplete with purpose, true twisted just to make you crawl. We crawl through the dust rat suits torn and frayed. Lie detector laughing at every headline parade. Big towers once beamed the signal pure and bright. Now they flicker like dying stars in the radiated night. Scroll the feeds like a Geiger truck. Tick, tick, tick. One truth in 1,000, the rest make you sick. Hey look, a fresh spring bubbling up from the sand. It's glowing green, drink deep, become a brand. We absorb what's supplied, choke on the half-truth grind, then scream at each other about who's committing the crime. Clickbait caravans roll through the ash-choke plain, promising water but delivering acid rain. We hoard our filters like last cans of clean air, but the mask always slips when outrage flare. One side screams hoax, but another truth untold, while the wasteland just shrugs. Stories long gone cold. Misinformation, wolf typo apocalypse. Misinformation.
Welcome great bullshit equation. All information. Bomb context stripped. So we march on irradiated full, lost in the glow, chasing pixelated truth, seeking the last true flow. We'll die of thirst before we admit defeat. Slip truth envenomed and calling it sweet. Is there clean water left anywhere in this hell, or just more mirages ringing the funeral bell? We are all fed the same sludge in the end, and told to pretend it's enlightenment. Ha! A spark in the dark of a maddening storm, the faint hope of absolution from going too far. Honest guilt and staying true to form, knowing all hatred is a justly earned scar. I seek redemption, but not from them. I seek redemption from those I wronged, not from those who only condemn, but from those whose pain truly belonged. I let anger blind me. It's no exemption, but can I, through my actions, earn redemption? Yeah. Yeah, you point your finger like it's clean and bright, while your hands drip red from 1,000 nights. You scream monster from your throne of lies, but I see the bodies you buried out of sight. Hypocrites in robes of self-made grace, feeding on shame like it's your favorite taste. I own my wreckage, I carry the weight. You wear your sins like a crown and celebrate. Yeah, I fucked up, I crossed the line, I know, but at least I bleed for the seeds I sowed. You smile while the world burns slow, pretending your halo still glows. I seek redemption, but not from them. I seek redemption from those I wronged, not from those who only condemn, but from those whose pain truly belonged. Go ahead, cast your stones from glass houses high. I'll take the cuts, I'll take the fire, but don't you dare act like your soul isn't a pyre, when your closet's a graveyard and your conscience is a liar. I regret the pain I caused, I regret the rage, but I don't regret the truth that set the stage. Your failure to act was to save your own face for politics' sake. You hid in disgrace. I seek redemption, but never from you. I'll crawl through the hell that my choices drew, not from the pious with blood on their shoes. I'll make my amends where the price is due. Yeah, I let anger blind me. It's no exemption, but watch me rise and earn my own redemption. You can keep your judgment, keep your throne. I'll wear my scars and walk alone, regretful, but never on my knees. Defiant, I'll still be free.
What do we expect from life? All attempts to succeed, all wrong to be free. We expect so much, a magic touch. We all pick greed instead of need. What should we get? That hard work and effort leads to happiness and comfort. We need so little. Why is the world so non-committal? The world doesn't care what's needed here or there. All our hopes and fears, all far or near. We drive for the future but can't escape our plans. I don't care what your grandpappy did. Why do you care what my great uncle may have said? Will you still care tomorrow when all funds dry up fast? Screaming at the sky gets you nothing but spit. Every promise they sold already counterfeit. They traded out tomorrow for a quarterly hit. Now the boardroom laughs while we choke on the grid. The government's grin as they commit all their sin. They abandon our home, a zombie economic zone. Scream if you have to, bleed if you must. The signal is broken, but it still cuts through the crust. We're not done yet, not done yet, not done. We're not done yet, not done yet, not done. Not done yet, not done yet, not done. Who's keeping score when the ladder's on fire? Climb or burn out, same funeral pyre. They told us just grind, they bled us on the wire. Yet still, we try to go higher. Break the chain or wear a tire every day. That's the new god and it don't go away. Blood on the pixels, rust in the frame. Still we refresh, still we play the same game. No heroes incoming, no cavalry cry. Just the sound of the void and a hollow goodbye. So raise your fists if you're done with the script. Don't bow to the pressure, let the whole thing rip. We're the ghosts in the signal, the glitch in the myth. But maybe that's enough. Maybe the fractures where the light gets in. A crack in the code, a spark in the den. No, no saviors, no crowns, no fairy tale wind. Just us, still breathing, still bleeding, still in. Never asked for the world to be kind, but we can still carve something real from the grind. Not redemption, not glory, not peace of mind. Just a stubborn, stupid, beautiful fight to not be left behind. Scream if you have to, bleed if you must. The signal is broken, but it still cuts through the crust. We're not done yet, not done yet, not done. Not done yet, not done yet, not done. Not done yet, not done yet, not done. One more breath in the ash, one more pulse in the black. Teeth still clenched round a future hope we snatch. They can bury the blueprints, erase every track. We'll rebuild in the wreckage and we won't look back. Not for them, not for gold, not for applause or a story that's told. Just because the heart still hammers, still cold, still bold. We're the last fucking echo that refuses to fold. High scream. alone, and they'll still police my tone. So I'll raise my voice, body tense, and somehow my presence is oppressive. So much haram and proscribed, the mental gymnastics are impressive. Their only truth is what's prescribed. I'm fighting not to fall, tiredness seeping into the bone. Held off rest call, now it's time to answer the phone. Hard to remember why I started. Battles brutal and alone, and I can't finish if I am half-hearted. Every time I start a conversation, immediately treated like a thug. Others say I'm empathy devoid. Seems illegal to seek information. Not every fight is a drawn-out slug. Fights I struggle to avoid, but seems silence is violence. Faced with those who won't listen, any face truth denied. Disagreement called ignorance. Government promises prison for refusal to be complied. I'm fighting not to fall, tiredness seeping into the bone. Held off rest call, now it's time to answer the phone. Hard to remember why I started. Battles brutal and alone, and I can't finish if I am half-hearted. Earning to live or living to earn, when all your actions should be for what you yearn. An idealized dream, what life should be, a trick to tie you down so you'll never be free. Give years of life, toil and strife, paper thin goals to rake you over cold. Still I drag this carcass forward through the ash. Bones crack, muscles beginning to thrash. Every step a middle finger to the script. Every breath a theft they didn't predict. They want me kneeling, quiet, spent, complying ghost already been. But I'm too tired to be
Yeah, that's locations required.
broken to behave, too stubborn to fade. So I'll keep swinging till the grave. I'm fighting not to fall, tiredness seeping into the bone. Held off rest call, now it's time to answer the phone. Hard to remember why I started. Battles brutal and alone, and I can't finish if I am half-hearted. Hard to remember why I started. Battles brutal and I feel alone. Just step after step until I'm dead, feeling like I'm trying to atone. Maybe one day the fight will end. If I'm still there, will I be happy? Till then I'll just full send. When it's over, I'll leave it to others to be sappy. I'll lay down my bones, rest my mind, feel my soul, and dream till I feel
Got to spend science now.
You work hard and build with skill. Make some friends with time to kill. Make the sacrifices, buy the right devices. Then some jealous soul or an outright soul just plows on through like a wrecking crew. I hate that it's true. A bolt from the blue. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Yeah, cheers for that pearl of wisdom. Sometimes it's just the pain that lingers longer. Sky a bear that you want to agitate. I say spare the platitudes and the know-it-all stare. We got a round in the fridge and a couple of chairs. Your worst opponent is your self-indulgent sorrow. So for another we'll get through tomorrow. Wait for cloud to assume the worst. Read your every action like you are cursed. Cries of too quiet, too much talk. Probably mad while self-inserting in the situation. Looking oh so sad they build their straw man castles on quicksand lies. Then act surprised when the whole thing slides. But you've got your crew, no need to explain. We see through the noise, we ignore the rain. It's almost funny how they miss the point. Thinking one cheap shot means you're leaving the joint. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, or just leaves you swearing at the wall. Sometimes the hurt hangs round a little longer. Strength turns up when the empires fall. We'll tank their assumptions, hand them on the timeline. Next to their trophies for misunderstanding hindline. Your worst opponent's a self-indulgent sorrow. So raise a glass, we've still got out tomorrows. Oh, look, another expert with an opinion to sell. Another keyboard warrior ringing the bell. They think they know you for a headline or two, but we've got the receipts. And we got you! No grand speeches, no grand last stand. Just a stand at our back and a helping hand. It's a real magic of the quiet kind, the sort that truly steadies your mind. We all have days where we see little hope. Cold and lonely, feel like a dope. There are times where we see everything escalate. No matter how hard you work, it comes in late. Take a moment to breathe, don't let the anger seed. Share a meme, crack a joke. Laugh so hard you nearly choke. There's so many vids and clips that the internet ships. You could never watch it all, so don't get through it all. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Alright, maybe it's half true after all. The pain might linger, but it won't last longer than the nights we catch you before you fall. We'll mock the records till our sides split wide. Turn the thunder into something to deride. Your worst opponents are self-indulgent sorrows, but with a slot here, you've won your tomorrows. What do we expect from life? All attempts to succeed, all wrong to be free. We expect so much, a magic touch. We all pick greed instead of need. What should we get? That hard work and effort leads to happiness and comfort. We need so little. Why's the world so non-committal? The world doesn't care what's needed here or there. All our hopes and fears, all far or near. We drive for the future but can't escape our past. I don't care what your grandpappy did. Why do you care what my great uncle may have said? Will you still care tomorrow when all funds dry up fast? Screaming at the sky, get you nothing but spit. Every promise they sold already counterfeit. They traded our tomorrow for a quarterly hit. Now the boardroom laughs while we choke on the grit. The government's credits, they commit all their sin. They abandon our home in some economic zone. Scream if you have to, bleed if you must. The signal is broken.
stupid, beautiful fight to not be left behind.
Scream if you have to, bleed if you must. The signal is broken, but it still cuts through the crust. We're not done yet, not done yet, not done. One more breath in the air, one more pulse in the black. Teeth still clench round the future, hope we snatch. They can bury the blueprints, erase every track. We'll rebuild in the wreckage and we won't look back. Not for them, not for gold, not for applause or a story that's told. Just because the heart still hammers, still cold, still bold. We're the last fucking echo that refuses to fall. Scream if you have to, bleed if you must. The signal is broken, but it still cuts through the crust. We're not done yet, and we'll never be gone.
Just another 50 science to spend. Just got to get that science.
In a world of gray, lies,
6
moody
more.
politics, criminal ties, hoping happiness you
So
far
let's go here.
away. Don't let the doomer hold sway. There is always light in the world. Fun and excitement unfurl. Cute little kitten, voluptuous vixen. So many forms, how some even are worms. Is it a mask or
That was not what I wanted to do.
mask? Are they true or shifty? Honesty. Enjoy it. Enjoy it all. It's a siren's call, but it's up to you to see it all through. Chat's going mad, super chats in a flood of wifeful wars, but it's all in well meant jest. Hit that like, ring the bell of who you think is best. Sometimes the visuals are crazy, and I get that lines can feel hazy. But don't become obsessive and social. Spend time with mates who are local.
There we go.
And you'll pass the test. Let the feelings slide. Just enjoy the ride. Mythical beast, enjoy the feast.
Took me far too long to do, but that just shows me I'm at practice. Yeah.
One's a vicious beast, another's a friendly mate. Many cat ears, so many cat ears. One's a living grenade. Loyal simping army, defending the lore. They tell you touch grass, there's life at
Yeah, I'm Dex Walker. This is. I was going to go back to the main menu. Terraformers, the Red Planet awaits. I enjoy this game. I spend spare time doing it whenever I can. Not had a lot of time recently. It's a bit of an older game now. Lots of expansions available for it. I might pick up one of the expansions within time. But, yeah. I'm Dex Walker, it's Terraformers, and I hope to see you next time.